Through the first 9 games in the season, we find ourselves 2-7. And we need to take a little bit of a trip to the West Coast. We begin in San Francisco as we take on the Giants. Next series will be against the Dodgers and then the Oakland Athletics. Francisco Alvarez with a 3-run shot earlier in the ball game gives us the lead. San Fran got 2 back of their own. And Bo the Moose Trailer from Canada is the player that we're going to be locking on now. The entire episode will be player locked throughout. Chad Deerdorf going to hit this as a high fly ball to third base, and unfortunately will be out of the inning. Trailer does play first, third, and right field. He's not really all that great at any other position because his arm really limits him, but he is a solid hitter. Found him on the free agent pool. Hopefully he can help us out. Here in the 8th inning, he's will attempt to do so as he hits it into right field. The runner is actually going to stay put, so the bases will be loaded as we are still up by 3. Deerdorf can bust this wide open if he can get a base hit with 2 away. And this ball is going to be a ground ball to third, so unfortunately we will not pick up another run at this point in time. He seemed a little happy about it, that reliever. Doesn't matter because we pick up the victory, and that's what matters most at this point. Luis Gonzalez, 2 for 2 with a home run. Edward Cabrera, 7 and 6 strikeouts. Tecupita Marcano is the next player we will look at. He plays really all over the place as a left-handed bat, as he's going to smack this one up the middle, but unfortunately, that second baseman can't get to it, so he will end up reaching base safely. Marcano today is playing left field. Chad Deerdorf, more of a DH type, despite having outfield as one of his positions. He is going to get a base hit and move the runner over. Leury Garcia, the veteran on this team, age 36. Versatile utility player. Unfortunately, he's not going to show that very well as his bat is really falling off in a number of years. He strikes out. Marcano, runner on first, and he's going to hit it over the shortstop's head into the gap, kind of, sort of, but not far enough for that runner from first to go to third. We will take it as we are up 2-1 here in the 6th. Ground ball, third base. Davis, it kicks off his glove, and unfortunately, it's going to be an error on his part, and he looks distraught. Bro, don't break your hand like Chris Sale, okay? We don't need that right about now. Ellie De La Cruz, a clutch spot here, up 3-1, and he is going to work the walk with the bases loaded, and that is going to score Marcano. Great patience by the young shortstop as we go up 4-1, now up 5-1 with a runner at first. Nobody out, 2-2. Marcano gets yet another base hit, this time over the first baseman's head. That runner from first is going to slide into third. We will pick up the victory 6-2. 2 straight wins for this team. Castillo, 8 strikeouts in 7 innings. We're getting good starts from our pitching. That's great. Can Senga continue it as we take on the LA Dodgers? Forkball. The pitch he is most famously touted for since coming over from Japan. Gets a strikeout there. Trace Thompson going to have to swing and miss and go sit himself back down on the bench due to the cutter. Michael Bush is going to get a base hit, though. So here in third, Senga gives up his first base hit. Taylor, the utility man, ground ball to third. Over to second, back to first, and erase both runners off the board. 5-4-3. Kike Hernandez batting 400, but that batting average is going to drop just a little bit as he strikes out. Senga going strong through 5. Slider chopped right in front of Alvarez, and he will throw him out at first as Senga was pretty damn good. I mean, listen, when one pitcher starts to get their thing going, it seems to be contagious in the rest of the rotation. Outman can't take it out, but, all right, technically it went out. It was an automatic double. Michael Bush inherits him on second, ground ball to third. No, it's going to be stabbed and fire over to first, and Senga will get out of the 5th. Hyping up his defense. Chris Taylor smacks one deep to right field. It's going to bounce over the foul line and into the corner as the Dodgers get a runner on second here in the 6th inning, his 4th double. What is the 10th game of the year? Kike Hernandez Hits one up the middle, and it's going to roll all the way into center field. Colas going to come up throwing, but the arm is just not there. Runner will score. Dodgers go up 1-0. Freddie Freeman, 0-2 today. Hits the cutter to Ellie. Ellie goes to second. Second back to first. Erasing them both off the board and keeping the game very close. Senga goes back out for the seventh, which is really a little odd as hits the comebacker. Smith will be thrown out at first. Senga pitching very efficiently. And you know what? We're going to need this because our bullpen isn't the strongest. Trace Thompson hits the cutter deep to right field. Or really not that deep. Actually, that right field is going to have to come in some and make the catch. The game did go to extras, and we have runners at first and second in a 1-1 ball game. Olivares bunts it to third. Throw over to second, back to first. They are only going to be able to get the runner at second. So we are 90 feet away from a run. Marcano smacks this down the line. No, it actually kicks off Muncie's glove, and surprisingly, that runner at third scored. That's not the smartest base running decision, but it's worked out for us thus far. Arias with a bloop hit to left field is going to score two. One of the strangest bloop singles to ever score two I've ever seen. Doesn't matter. We're up 6-1. Max Muncy, bottom of the 10th. He's going to take Rooney Garcia deep to right field. That was a little bit unnecessary, but maybe he's channeling some of those frustrations, giving up that run in the earlier half of the inning. I mean, give praise where praise is due. Trace Thompson, unfortunately, will pop up behind the backstop as Alvarez makes the catch right on their logo. Don't worry, T.O., you're fine. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to have anybody attack you. James Outman strikes out on the cutter. I know that was a weird reference to bring up in a baseball game, but it's the last logo I've ever seen anybody dance on. Nonetheless, we pick up the victory yet again. That is 4 in a row as Alvarado is given the player of the game nod, though honestly I'd give it to Marcano. He went 4 for 5 with an RBI. All right, one of our better hitters is back in the lineup. Oscar Colas batting .381. We had to move him up in the lineup. He was batting number 9, so when you're performing, we kind of want you higher up in the batting order in order to use that great batting average to drive in some runs. Fly ball to center. Colas comes up throwing, and oh boy, that was a horrible throw. The run will score as the Dodgers jump out to a 3-2 lead. With the bat in his hands, he unfortunately is going to strike out on a high fastball. Very late swing as Alex Vesia sets him down. 0 for 3 thus far, and he's going to come through here with a deep shot in the left field. It bounces. Second will replace home. Home will replace second, and the ball game is tied at 3 apiece in the 8th. What am I talking about? Yoan Moncada, he's batting okay. It's still early. I'm not going to give him crap for it. And you know what? He shows some patience by working the walk as Barbilla unfortunately runs into some trouble. Pedro Castellanos, that is, will unfortunately popping up the shortstop, and that is Mookie Betts playing short. Remember, he changed his defensive position, like a year ago, what would be a year ago in this game. 3 for 3, 2 RBIs, giving his team the victory. We jump all the way to the top of the 9th inning. Francisco Alvarez has a 10-game hitting streak. Can he extend it? Walker Buehler looking for the complete game shutout. Ground ball. Ooh, right past the diving third baseman, or sliding third baseman, that is, and he does extend that hitting streak to, as the graphic states, 11 games. That's 11 games dating to the beginning of the season. Moncada smacks one deep in the right field. Is it going to get out of here? It won't. It'll bounce up against the wall. Alvarez, not known for his speed, is going to score all the way from first. Do we have a comeback in us as the tying run will come to the plate? And unfortunately, because of SDS, listen, you need to make it a little easier for us to be able to watch the game after something like that. Nonetheless, we pick up the victory, and now it is Jackie Robinson Day. Yoan Moncada is the man we will be taking a look at. As you can see, everybody rocking their 42s. It would have been a little better if we were playing against the Dodgers and this happened, but we can't control the calendar. Moncada I'm just going to come out and say he had not the best of games in this one. Popping up as the third baseman is going to make this catch. Oh, almost loses it in the sunlight. I'm not sure. As it breaks the evening, a chopper up the middle by Moncada. Unfortunately, he's going to be snagged, and he won't be able to get anything in his second plate appearance. Jump ahead to his third. We are up 1-0 despite his lack of contribution. He kicks it back to the pitcher, and through the seventh, he still can't get a hit. Can he get one now? Just for his own sake. As we continue on, he's facing the lefty, and Souza, unfortunately, is going to get him to fly out to dead center field. He will go 0 for 4 in this one. We do pick up the victory. Yet another victory on this 10-game stand. We went 7-3. You know what? That's what I like to hear. 13 strikeouts for Pablo Lopez. Check out the Franchise and Dead podcast or anything else you want to see on this channel. I'll let y'all later. Peace out.